What would you do if one day you saw people with appearances so unusual that they looked like they came straight out of a horror movie or an AI creation? But the most shocking part is, they are completely real. Behind these faces that leave the world stunned are incredibly rare medical conditions that have transformed their bodies into mysteries so extraordinary that even doctors are left speechless. Some live with massive tumors covering large parts of their bodies. Others were born with facial structures beyond ordinary human understanding. And a few cases are so rare that only a handful of people exist worldwide. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell right now so you don't miss the most shocking real-life stories on the planet. Trust me, the more you watch, the harder it becomes to believe that these people actually exist in real life. And now, get ready, because the 15 individuals you're about to see may completely change the way you look at the human body forever. Ever Hisco is a young Canadian girl born in the town of Renfrew, Ontario, to Kirk Hisco and Robin Audette. Her life journey began with what seemed like normal early development, but over time her parents noticed physical delays when she was unable to walk independently at the expected age. After numerous medical evaluations and physical therapy appointments with specialists, Ever was diagnosed with Angelman Syndrome, a rare genetic disorder affecting the nervous system caused by a defect in the UBE3A gene. This condition has shaped her life with unique challenges, including difficulty concentrating, the inability to speak, and an extremely limited need for sleep. Ever is only able to sleep for about 90 minutes each night, yet she still wakes up full of energy, requiring her parents to take turns staying awake to care for her. Although she faces significant communication challenges, she expresses her needs by pointing to pictures and continues working hard to walk independently with the help of specialized medical support equipment. The most remarkable part of Ever's journey is her naturally joyful spirit, radiant smile, and constant happiness, which have become a tremendous source of inspiration for her family. Her story has gained widespread attention from the community, helping raise awareness about Angelman syndrome and bringing hope for future medical research. Rather than being defined by her challenges, Ever is loved by those around her as a warm ray of sunshine who never stops striving forward. Her life is a powerful testament to resilience, extraordinary adaptability, and pure joy, teaching those around her meaningful lessons about unconditional love and the importance of cherishing every moment. Michelle Kish was born in Illinois, USA, with an extremely rare genetic condition known as Hallermann-Streiff syndrome. The condition gave her a unique appearance and brought significant health challenges from birth, including a very small stature and the need for medical support to help her breathe. However, Michelle's life journey became a beautiful story of optimism and extraordinary courage. Rather than allowing adversity to defeat her, Michelle was always known for her bright smile, quick wit, and warm heart. Behind her tiny frame was a remarkably strong spirit and an incredible passion for life. She was incredibly intelligent, loved going to school, enjoyed playing with her beloved dog, and carried a beautiful dream of becoming a pediatrician so she could help children facing challenges similar to her own. With the unconditional love and devoted care of her family, Michelle overcame many of the early medical expectations and lived a deeply meaningful life. Although her journey in this world has come to an end, the image of a small girl with a radiant smile and an unbreakable spirit continues to inspire millions of people with her love for life and the extraordinary power of optimism. Bao, a 3-year-old boy from Fujian Province, China, was born with a rare medical condition in which giant congenital pigmented birthmarks covered most of his scalp. Because the dark growths protruded noticeably, he was often nicknamed Mickey Mouse, something that significantly affected both his appearance and quality of life from a very young age. Faced with this challenge, surgeons developed a carefully planned treatment process aimed at helping Bao achieve a more typical appearance. To address the lack of healthy skin after removing the large birthmarks, the medical team used advanced tissue expansion techniques to create enough skin for reconstruction. After a long and determined 5-month treatment journey, the surgery was declared completely successful, fully removing the pigmented growths from the boy's head. This remarkable transformation not only improved his physical health, but also opened the door to a brighter future, allowing Bao to feel more confident and enjoy a normal childhood like other children his age. His story stands as a powerful example of modern medical progress and the incredible resilience of a young boy fighting to regain confidence in himself. Maria Belenka is a resilient young woman from Ukraine who has inspired many people online through her journey of self-acceptance and her positive message about skin confidence. From the age of 13, Maria struggled with severe inflammatory acne, which caused her to feel insecure and withdraw from the harsh beauty standards around her. The situation became even more difficult while she was working in Germany, when her skin condition suddenly worsened, leaving her emotionally overwhelmed and eventually leading her to return home to Ukraine. However, instead of continuing to hide from the world, Maria found strength through online communities and made the brave decision to confront her insecurities head-on. She began sharing honest, unedited photos of herself on social media in an effort to challenge unrealistic beauty standards and break down invisible pressures surrounding perfect skin. Maria's authenticity quickly resonated with thousands of people, helping her become an influential voice who inspires confidence in others facing similar struggles. Even later, when she faced major life challenges and was forced to leave her homeland in search of a new beginning, Maria continued to hold on to her optimism and spread positivity wherever she went. Her story stands as a powerful reminder that overcoming appearance-related fears is possible, while also teaching an important lesson about embracing natural beauty and learning to truly love yourself. Michel Petruchiani was one of the greatest jazz pianists in the world, a musician who transformed the harsh challenges of fate into an endless source of musical inspiration. Born in France in 1962, he lived with a rare genetic condition that made his bones extremely fragile and severely limited his physical growth, leaving him under 1 meter tall as an adult. However, his condition never diminished his deep passion for music. Despite his small stature, Michel possessed remarkable hands with long fingers that allowed him to play the piano with extraordinary technique, powerful expression, and a rhythm overflowing with life and energy. Beginning his professional career at a very young age, Michel quickly rose to international fame and went on to collaborate with many legendary jazz musicians around the world. Through thousands of performances, he brought audiences pure joy and an extraordinary sense of energy and passion. Although he passed away at the age of 36, Michel Petruchiani's remarkable musical legacy and unstoppable spirit continue to stand as a powerful symbol of overcoming limitations, proving that true talent and genuine passion can rise above any obstacle and shine brilliantly. The entire left side of her body became a maze of unusual tumors. a harsh reality Brianna has faced since she was only 2 months old. Neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, is far more than just a medical term. It is a condition that gradually spread from her neck downward, affecting both beneath and above the skin of this young woman from New York City. Brianna was born into a life shaped by complex genetic changes, turning her body into a map of physical challenges that few people could truly imagine. Over the past 22 years, 10 major surgeries have left behind far more than physical scars. They became powerful symbols of survival and resilience. Imagine the emotional and physical struggle of an 8-year-old child having to relearn how to walk from the beginning, or a young woman fighting to regain her speech, reading abilities, and confidence after undergoing difficult medical procedures. Each time Brianna emerged from the operating room, she was not only recovering physically, but also rebuilding her identity piece by piece, transforming painful setbacks into remarkable milestones of courage and determination. Amid the darkness of illness, music became the light that guided Brianna forward, as she used her voice to soothe some of her deepest emotional struggles. She refused to let the tumors silence her passion for the arts, turning her singing into a powerful declaration of her right to live boldly and joyfully despite every obstacle placed before her. For Brianna, music is far more than a hobby. It became her strongest weapon against insecurity, transforming the very sounds she once feared losing into inspiring melodies that continue touching the hearts of countless people. Today, Brianna has become a powerful symbol of resilience, teaching the world that a person's true worth can never be hidden by physical appearance. Her story not only raises awareness about a rare medical condition, but also offers a meaningful lesson about facing hardship with courage, optimism, and unwavering determination. Brianna stands as living proof that no matter how difficult life may become, we still have the power to take control of our own story and shine brightly through the very things that once seemed like imperfections. Marika Naj is a deeply inspiring woman whose journey is a powerful story of overcoming insecurity and embracing her natural beauty. Born with an extremely rare congenital condition that caused dark, pigmented patches to cover more than 60% of her body, Marika faced many emotional challenges throughout her childhood. Because of her unique appearance, she spent years hiding herself away, often wearing clothes that fully covered her skin in an attempt to avoid curious stares and unwanted attention from others. Although she was surrounded by unconditional love and support from her family, the pressure of conventional beauty standards still became a major barrier that prevented her from fully enjoying her youth. However, a true turning point came when Marika realized that constantly hiding herself was only making her more exhausted and taking away her right to live happily. With remarkable courage and determination, she began a journey of self-love by bravely stepping outside her comfort zone, letting go of the clothes that once concealed her body, and finally wearing the dresses she had always dreamed of wearing with confidence. Not stopping at freeing herself from invisible social pressures, she also made the bold decision to share her photos and personal story across online platforms in order to spread a powerful message about self-confidence. Marika's honesty and positive outlook on life quickly touched the hearts of many people, transforming her into a proud symbol of the movement celebrating diverse beauty. From a shy young woman burdened by insecurity, she rose with incredible strength to become an inspiring advocate, powerfully proving that physical differences are not obstacles, but unique marks that give each person their own value and identity. Marika Naji's courageous journey is not only a personal story about overcoming fear, but also a meaningful lesson that encourages people everywhere to bravely embrace and appreciate their own uniqueness. Do you believe that our differences can become our greatest strength? Leave a comment with your thoughts, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories. Annabella Amijaya, lovingly known as Bella, is a resilient young girl whose life journey has inspired many people after being born with Pfeiffer syndrome type 2. This extremely rare genetic disorder causes the premature fusion of skull bones, preventing the skull and facial structure from developing normally. From the moment she entered the world, Bella faced numerous serious health challenges, including sleep apnea and difficulties swallowing food. During her early years alone, this brave little girl underwent dozens of complex surgeries in order to survive and improve her body's essential functions. However, behind the physical challenges is an incredibly strong, intelligent, and positive spirit. Despite facing difficulties with hearing and traditional communication, Bella demonstrated remarkable intelligence by learning to read, recognize different shapes, and use a computer keyboard skillfully at just 4 years old. She loves reading picture books on her own, going to the supermarket to explore new experiences, playing at the playground, and constantly showing an extraordinary eagerness to learn and discover the world around her. Bella's extraordinary journey would not be possible without the unconditional love and unwavering support of her parents, who have always patiently encouraged and nurtured every potential within their daughter. Through online videos, the family has shared simple yet meaningful moments from Bella's daily life, from her first ride on a school bus to physical therapy sessions helping improve the movement of her hands, turning their personal story into a powerful source of inspiration for many people around the world. Bella's unbreakable spirit, the optimism behind every smile, and the incredible determination shown in every step she takes have shattered many assumptions about medical limitations. The life of Annabella Amijaya stands as a beautiful testament to the strength of family love, the resilience of the human spirit, and the beauty of a heart that never stops longing to live life to the fullest. Her journey encourages all of us to cherish the true value of life, compassion, and unconditional love. Hannah Setzer began her life navigating a world of medical complexity, born with a network of cysts throughout her head and neck. Immediately after birth, she was fitted with a tracheostomy and a G-tube, bypasses for breathing and eating that became her primary lifelines. These medical devices were never seen as burdens, but rather as silent companions that allowed her to defy the odds for decades. Her life serves as a powerful testament that while a body may have limitations, the human spirit remains unshakable and whole. You might notice a bag of nutrition hanging on the doorframe while Hannah Setzer is still deeply engaged in conversation with those around her. Although her esophagus doesn't allow her to enjoy regular meals, she can still take small sips of water to experience a hint of taste. The way she eats doesn't happen at a dining table, but through a precise, technical process carried out with persistence and confidence. Hannah never lets tube feeding diminish her personal charm or prevent her from enjoying social moments with friends. The journey of growth for Hannah involved years of relying on clinical formulas like Pediasure and later Ensure as she transitioned into adulthood. A pivotal shift occurred at age 24, when she surrounded herself with friends who championed holistic health and natural lifestyles. These individuals sparked a deep curiosity in her to seek out a more sustainable and plant-based approach to nourishing her body. The influence of this supportive community highlights how the people we surround ourselves with can radically transform our perspective on wellness. It was a chiropractor rather than a traditional nutritionist who ultimately challenged the status quo of her long-term liquid diet. By questioning her reliance on processed formulas, he opened the door for her to transition to a regimen of almond milk and protein powder. While unconventional, this holistic approach helped her discover a new sense of physical balance and vitality that she hadn't felt before. Hannah's story reminds us that being open to alternative perspectives and daring to change can lead to extraordinary new chapters in our personal journeys. Gavin Sylvestri is a resilient young boy from Florida, USA, who has become a symbol of courage and optimism despite facing rare medical challenges from the moment he was born. Gavin was born with a lymphatic malformation affecting his face and neck, a congenital condition that causes benign growths to develop due to the buildup of lymphatic fluid. This condition significantly impacted both his appearance and essential functions such as breathing and eating. From the very first moments of his life, Gavin's journey began with constant battles inside hospital rooms, relying on specialized medical equipment to help keep him alive. Despite undergoing numerous complex surgeries and long-term treatments aimed at reducing the growths, Gavin has continued to show the spirit of a true young fighter. Rather than allowing his physical condition to define who he is, he has always faced life with positivity, curiosity, and an inspiring sense of joy. Gavin's determination throughout physical therapy and rehabilitation brought remarkable progress, helping him slowly overcome limitations that once seemed impossible to surpass. He loves playing, exploring the world around him, and sharing warm smiles with his family, proving that happiness does not depend on having a perfect body. Gavin's family, especially his mother, played an incredibly important role by choosing to share his journey on social media. Through honest and emotional photos and videos, they spread powerful messages about acceptance, unconditional love, and the importance of raising awareness about rare medical conditions. Gavin's story is far more than a medical journey. It has become a major source of inspiration for millions of people around the world, encouraging them to reflect on the value of life and the strength found in courage and hope. Gavin Sylvestri has shown that no matter how difficult life's challenges may be, optimism and love can still become the brightest guiding light. His life stands as a moving reminder to cherish every moment and continue moving forward with strength, resilience, and the desire to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. How did the story of Gavin Sylvestri touch you the most? His optimism or his love? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to keep sharing inspiring and meaningful stories every day. Roy Sullivan, famously known as the human lightning rod, made history after miraculously surviving 7 direct lightning strikes throughout his lifetime. From having his hair scorched to temporarily losing his eyesight, each terrifying encounter with nature became another moment where he defied impossible odds and survived against all expectations. Roy's story is not only one of the rarest medical and natural phenomena ever recorded, but also a powerful symbol of human resilience, reminding us that the strength of the human spirit can endure even the most unbelievable challenges fate can deliver. Kailash Singh stunned the world by refusing to bathe with water for 37 years to fulfill of his family and nation. Instead, he maintained a fire bath ritual by standing around a large bonfire every evening, believing that heat and smoke would purely cleanse his body. This act serves as a powerful testament to the strength of faith, where a person is willing to forego basic hygiene to pursue a higher spiritual goal. Amy Brooks was born with phocomelia, but her story isn't about lack. It's about building value from what she has. From a young age, she learned independence, adaptation, and took on challenges others considered difficult. She didn't wait for the world to adjust. She stepped forward and proved that human potential isn't defined by physical form. Amy's journey is built on consistent daily choices. She pursued education, built a career, and became a motivational speaker, spreading a positive perspective on difference. Her message isn't about seeking sympathy, it's about changing mindset. The biggest limits often come from within, and when thinking shifts, opportunities begin to open. The greatest strength in Amy Brooks's story is its clear and practical message. You don't need perfect conditions to start over. Rebirth isn't a magical moment. It's the result of choosing to act every day, even when progress feels small. Amy doesn't deny the challenges that come with phocomelia, but she refuses to let them dominate her narrative. Instead, she turns her experience into a tool to empower others, encouraging them to reflect, ask bigger questions, and act with greater determination. That's the core value. It's not where you start, but how far you decide to go. At a hospital in New Jersey, the birth of Lucas Santamaria shocked medical experts when part of his brain developed outside of his skull due to a rare condition known as encephalocele. His arrival into the world was not only a major medical challenge for doctors, but also the beginning of an intense fight for survival for his entire family. Rather than being born with what society considers a typical appearance, Lucas entered life with a completely unique biological condition, immediately becoming the center of attention, compassion, and hope from the very first moments of his life. Leading medical specialists carried out an extremely high-risk reconstructive surgery to carefully reposition the brain tissue and rebuild the shape of Lucas's skull, refusing to give up in the face of what once seemed like an impossible situation. It became a desperate race against time, where every second carried both hope and overwhelming fear for his parents and the medical team fighting to save him. The remarkable success of the surgery was not only a major achievement for modern medicine, but also a powerful reminder of how love, determination, and human compassion can help overcome even the most critical circumstances, giving Lucas a miraculous chance at life. Today, Lucas is no longer a fragile patient, but a vibrant symbol of rising above adversity and a source of inspiration for millions of hearts. He is growing up to the amazement of the community, breaking all perceived limits of human recovery and inspiring families in similar situations globally. His journey confirms a deep truth that life always finds its own path, and every individual, regardless of their differences, deserves a bright future filled with joy. The stark white patches contrasting against young Samuel's healthy brown skin are no accident. They are a legacy of a rare condition called piebaldism. In Brazil, this unique trait has persisted through 4 generations of his family, beginning with his great-grandfather and preserved like an exclusive genetic code. Rather than viewing it as a flaw, Samuel's family sees these white markings as special symbols that bridge the present with decades of ancestral history, marking him as part of a rare and storied lineage. In a striking contrast to the insecurity his mother Nivea Nai once endured, Samuel entered the world with an astonishing innate confidence. At just 6 years old, the boy makes no effort to hide his differences. Instead, he proudly showcases his natural beauty in front of the camera. Samuel's bravery has shattered the psychological barriers faced by previous generations, proving that being different is not a burden, but a priceless gift used to create a vibrant and unforgettable personal identity that defies traditional societal norms. Samuel's story isn't just about a boy who is different. It's a powerful reminder that the very things that make us different can become our greatest strengths. From a rare genetic trait, Samuel has turned it into pride and inspiration for millions. How do you feel after hearing this story? Would you have the confidence like Samuel to show your true self? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. If you found this story meaningful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more inspiring videos. Rihanna Boa spent decades escaping from herself behind thick layers of foundation. Sturge-Weber syndrome left a large port wine stain on her face, serving as the source of deep insecurity and fear whenever she had to face the outside world. For this 36-year-old, stepping out of the house without makeup was once unthinkable. Curious stares and insensitive comments from strangers turned her life into a long cycle of concealment, where self-confidence was stifled by the very abnormal blood cell development she had carried since birth, creating a silent struggle for acceptance and visibility. Motherhood sparked a spiritual revolution in Rihanna, helping her shed the mask to embrace her true beauty. Instead of viewing her birthmark as a flaw, she transformed it into a symbol of resilience and self-esteem. Now, as a professional makeup artist, she uses social media to challenge stereotypes and educate the public about this rare condition. Rihanna is not just telling her own story, she is igniting hope for millions of others, asserting that a woman's worth is never determined by the marks on her skin. She stands as a beacon of authenticity, teaching the world to see beyond the surface and value the spirit within. The birth of an Indonesian baby boy, Gilang Andika, once drew global medical attention due to an extremely rare congenital condition. Born with two faces on a single body as a result of a complex embryonic division, his existence was considered a unique medical phenomenon that challenged conventional understanding. Although he faced immense survival challenges from the very beginning and was unable to live a normal lifespan like most people, Gilang's brief journey still carried a gentle and touching light. He was always surrounded by the full love and protection of his family, who cared for him with deep compassion and unconditional devotion. His presence not only provided valuable insights for medical research into genetic disorders, but also left a profoundly emotional reminder of the sacred bond of family love. Even though his time on Earth was tragically short, Gilang's story remains a powerful testament that every life, regardless of form, deserves to be embraced. The journey of Laura Alma Casados Mata, a 28-year-old woman from Querétaro, Mexico, is an inspiring saga of extraordinary resilience and the pursuit of what once seemed like an impossible dream. Born with a congenital condition that left her with a height of just 1.04 meters, Laura had nurtured the ambition of becoming a model since childhood, while also constantly questioning whether such a dream could ever truly come true. Her peaceful childhood gradually came to an end when she entered high school, where she faced teasing and unkind treatment from her peers simply because of her physical differences. In her darkest moments, the love and invaluable advice from her grandmother became her guiding light as she gently reminded Laura that she was beautiful and needed to learn to love herself. The most difficult challenge came at the age of 15, when she lost her ability to walk. This forced her to travel to Los Angeles, where she bravely underwent 18 complex surgeries over the course of 9 months to straighten her leg bones and reclaim her ability to walk freely. Returning to her hometown with renewed strength, Laura chose to turn adversity into meaningful action by founding her own organization and writing a weekly column for a local newspaper to raise awareness about the lives of people who share similar conditions. Despite her remarkable achievements in social work, her passion for the runway never faded, pushing her to courageously enter a beauty pageant in 2015. Today, Laura proudly holds a professional contract with LOA Models, standing as the only model with her height condition in their roster and boldly proving that true beauty is never defined by physical measurements or limitations. And those were some of the rarest and most unbelievable medical conditions ever recorded. Extraordinary stories so shocking that even the medical world has been left stunned. But perhaps the most powerful thing about these people is not their unusual appearance. It is the incredible courage, determination, and strength they carry inside. If today's video shocked you, moved you emotionally, or left you completely speechless, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more unbelievable real-life stories like these. And now, leave a comment below. Which story impacted you the most? And do you think you would be strong enough to live even one day in their situation? Actually exist in real life. These real-life, extraordinary individuals possess appearances and abilities that will leave you astonished. Things that once made them targets of ridicule, exclusion, or judgment, but now shine in ways no one could have imagined. Each story is an extraordinary journey where resilience, determination, and the courage to rise above prejudice turn differences into a limitless source of strength. In today's video, we will explore people so unusual that you will find yourself asking, do they really exist? If you enjoy shocking but completely real stories like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing content in the future. Afeez Agoro is more than a name. He is a physical statement of the sudden limits of human biology. He emerged as the tallest man in Nigeria, but his 2.1-meter frame was not a gift. It was the result of an endocrine condition. His life took a dramatic turn in adolescence when his body entered an extraordinary growth trajectory due to acromegaly, an excess of growth hormone. This transformation instantly turned everyday activities into a constant fight for survival, from simply fitting through doorways to finding clothes that had to be custom-made to match his extraordinary size. His story offers a profound insight into how the human body responds when its natural regulatory systems are disrupted. Actor Joaquin Phoenix was born with a distinctive scar on his upper lip, the result of a mild, natural cleft lip from birth. In the Hollywood environment that values perfect beauty, this scar was initially seen as a physical flaw. However, Joaquin chose to keep it as part of his unique identity, turning this small imperfection into a captivating, edgy, and mysterious feature. The scar does not diminish his charm. It adds a beauty shaped by experience. His career proves that exceptional talent can overshadow conventional standards. With deeply psychological acting, he turns his scar into an advantage, making his expressions more powerful than ever. In iconic roles like Joker, every subtle facial movement, combined with the scar, vividly conveys the character's complex, painful inner world. He shows that perfection does not lie in a flawless face, but in absolute authenticity. Joaquin is not only a talented actor, but also a persistent animal rights activist, living a simple and principled life. He uses his spotlight to uphold humanitarian values, showing that a person with depth always shines when true to themselves. That small scar has now become a symbol of steadfastness, reminding us to embrace our own imperfections and shine in our unique way. He is a source of inspiration for authentic confidence. Bablu Pashi, a man from India, has become a powerful source of inspiration for his community due to his determination to overcome a harsh fate. Born with a rare condition that caused his arms to develop abnormally and not function in a natural way, Bablu faced countless difficulties in his daily life from an early age. In a society where manual labor plays a central role, this disability seemed to close off all future opportunities for him. However, instead of accepting a life dependent on others' pity, Bablu chose a difficult but proud path, training himself to use his feet as his second hands. Through persistent determination, he learned to use his feet to perform tasks requiring great dexterity, even those that many able-bodied people would find challenging. He is able to feed himself, take care of personal hygiene, and, most importantly, work to support his own living. Bablu's image of working tirelessly, using his feet to operate tools and perform technical tasks, has made a strong impression on those around him. Beyond earning a livelihood, he also actively participates in community activities, using his story to encourage others in similar situations not to give up on their dreams. His journey is a vivid testament to the human ability to adapt infinitely in the face of life's harshest challenges. The profound educational lesson from Bablu Pashi's life is the spirit of self-reliance and the value of adaptability. He teaches us that adversity is not an endpoint, but a test of human resilience and creativity. Instead of blaming fate or waiting for help, actively seeking solutions and developing new skills helps us take control of our own lives. Natalia defies the mysterious multicentric osteolysis syndrome, where her once solid skeleton gradually fades like mist, yet her will only grows sharper than steel. Although every movement is a grueling negotiation for survival, she resolutely asserts her personal identity beyond the dissolution of her physical form. This is a powerful testament to an extraordinary desire to live, reminding us of the infinite strength of the soul. Please share your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe to the channel to support these inspiring stories. The appearance of Suman Katun in the early 21st century created a global media earthquake when this young Indian girl was recorded as one of the heaviest children in the world. At only 6 years old, Suman weighed approximately 100 kilograms, an unimaginable figure for a developing skeletal system, making the images of her standing beside her family a haunting visual contrast. The root of this condition was not merely dietary habits, but a fierce battle with a rare endocrine and metabolic disorder that caused her brain to constantly send uncontrollable, intense signals of hunger. Suman Katun's case is not only an intensely curious phenomenon, but also a priceless medical record, sounding an alarm about the hidden corners of genetics and the complexity of human biological mechanisms that modern medicine is still striving to decode. The courage of a giant hidden within a frame only 1.27 meters tall. That is the proud portrait of Lauren Ruotolo. Afflicted with the rare McCune-Albright syndrome that makes the skeletal system brittle and prone to fractures, she transformed gloomy predictions of a life confined to a wheelchair into a journey of conquering the heights of the media industry in New York. The image of Lauren Ruotolo confidently striding with crutches at Hearst magazines is not only a miracle of will, but also the most vivid testament to the fact: when the soul is large enough, no physical defect can imprison a human's aspiration for success. Moving beyond a brilliant career, Lauren Ruotolo has also become a symbol of confidence through her book, Unstoppable, where she teaches us how to love our own cracks. She bravely shattered every standard mold of beauty, turning genetic mutations into the material for fierce pride and self-esteem. Lauren Ruotolo's story is an inspiring, heroic anthem, reminding us that we are not born to blend into the crowd, but to shine brightly through our own uniqueness, no matter how harsh a script destiny has written. Lola Grace Hartley is a little girl from Kansas, USA, who, along with her family, has written a touching journey about love, perseverance, and facing rare medical challenges. Lola's story is not just a medical record. It is a testament to the power of hope and optimism in the most challenging circumstances. From the moment she was born, Lola was diagnosed with congenital microcephaly, a condition that prevents the brain from developing fully, leading to a smaller than usual head size and restricted growth in height. At the time, doctors gave a cautious prognosis, believing that Lola might not survive past her early years or would face severe limitations in both cognitive and physical development. However, with the devoted care of her parents, Scott and Gwen Hartley, Lola overcame every barrier to grow up surrounded by love and support. Her journey became even more remarkable with her older sister Claire, who was also diagnosed with the same condition. Rather than giving in to despair, the Hartley family chose to face adversity with an extraordinary positive attitude. They turned their home into a nurturing environment filled with music, light, and love to stimulate the senses of both girls. Despite having difficulty communicating with language or walking, Lola expressed her feelings through her eyes, smile, and subtle reactions to the world around her. The Hartley family decided to share Lola and Claire's journey through social media platforms and a personal blog called Hartley Hooligans. Their goal was not to seek pity, but to raise awareness about microcephaly and inspire other families in similar situations. They wanted to prove that every life, no matter how fragile or different, holds its own unique value and beauty. Lola Grace Hartley's 13 years on this earth, though short, shone brightly like a star. Though Lola gently closed her eyes in 2019 to reunite with her beloved sister in a peaceful world, her story remains an eternal spiritual legacy. Lola's presence in this world taught us profound lessons in empathy and patience. While her journey may have been shorter than most, Every day she lived was a priceless gift, reminding the community to cherish every peaceful moment with loved ones. Bravery does not lie in the legs, but in the iron will of the warrior Isaiah Byrd. Although caudal regression syndrome took his legs from birth, Isaiah Byrd has never surrendered or needed the help of a wheelchair to move. With extremely strong hands and a steel spirit on the wrestling mat, he has become a global phenomenon, reminding us of a profound educational lesson. Adversity is not the end, but the launching pad for the bravest souls to write miracles. If it were you, would you be brave enough to fight like Isaiah Byrd? Press like and subscribe to the channel to discover more real-life superpowers, and leave a word describing your emotions in the comments below. James Lusted, a man born and raised in the beautiful land of Wales, has woven a radiant story of resilience and love that transcends all boundaries of appearance. Born with the rare genetic condition diastrophic dysplasia, which left him standing at just 1.09 meters tall, James's childhood was filled with curious stares and numerous complex surgeries to correct his bones and joints. However, instead of living in self-pity or resentment toward fate, he chose to face the world with pride, a bright smile, and an unbreakable warrior spirit. James has always believed that his physical difference could never define or limit his life. He has always aspired to live a full, vibrant life, despite his small stature. Through extraordinary determination, James has gone on to shine under the spotlight as a talented actor, an enthusiastic television presenter, and a dedicated politician committed to advocating for the rights of vulnerable people in society. Not only has James Lusted built a stable and successful career, but he has also found a beautiful and peaceful home with his beloved wife Chloe, a teacher who stands at 1.66 meters tall. Their sincere and deep love has broken all barriers of appearance, becoming a powerful symbol of understanding and compassion, and earning them a place in the Guinness World Records as the couple with the greatest height difference in the world. Together, as they welcome their adorable baby daughter, James and Chloe continue to spread healing energy to millions of people. The extraordinary life of James Lusted shines like a lighthouse of hope, proving that a person's true value is never defined by physical appearance, but by a courageous heart full of resilience, bravery, and love for life. Axel Horgan, a brave young boy from County Kerry, Ireland, has ignited a powerful flame of hope through his courageous fight against an extremely rare medical condition. From birth, Axel was diagnosed with a combination of Cloves syndrome and Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, a highly complex genetic disorder with fewer than 200 known cases worldwide. Axel Horgan's medical condition caused his tissues, blood vessels, and bones to grow uncontrollably, especially in one foot, leading to a severe imbalance in his body. His early months of life were spent enduring a long and difficult journey in the hospital, facing numerous intensive treatments, including specialized medical therapies and pain relief medication to manage intense physical suffering so severe that he could not even sit or lie down comfortably. The condition also affected his central nervous system, causing language regression and developmental delays. At one point, doctors delivered a very pessimistic prognosis, suggesting that the little boy might never be able to walk on his own. However, driven by the extraordinary resilience of a true little warrior and the unconditional love of his family, Axel Horgan went on to create a remarkable medical miracle. Defying all physical limitations and the most severe medical predictions, the boy proudly took his first steps, bringing overwhelming joy to his parents and deep admiration from the community. The courageous journey of Axel Horgan, rising above adversity, has not only united a powerful wave of compassion in his hometown, but also spread an invaluable message of never giving up, igniting hope for families around the world who are battling rare diseases every single day. Teresa Whitner is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Standing at just 1.12 meters tall, Kenny Baker proved that a person's stature is not measured in inches, but by the mark they leave on the world. He was the one who breathed life into R2-D2, the most iconic robot in Star Wars film history. Sitting inside the cramped and sweltering metal shell, Kenny used subtle movements to create personality, intelligence, and loyalty for a voiceless character, making millions of audiences fall in love. Kenny's career was far from easy. He started out in circuses and nightclubs, where differences in appearance were often made the subject of ridicule. But with self-respect and innate talent, he rose to become a true actor. Kenny never complained about his height. He saw it as a unique advantage that allowed him to take on roles no one else could. He lived a full life, filled with laughter and extraordinary adventures. When Kenny passed away, the entire Star Wars galaxy bowed to bid farewell to the artist with unwavering optimism and professionalism. Kenny Baker is an inspiration to anyone who feels small, proving that passion can make you a giant in the eyes of others and in the history of art. What impresses you most about Kenny's journey? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread more meaningful stories. Alexandra Siang, a teenager from Davao City, Philippines, has become a powerful source of inspiration on social media, thanks to her extraordinary resilience. At just 5 months old, her life was turned upside down when she was diagnosed with Stage 2 Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a rare medical condition involving abnormal growth of immune cells. By 7 months old, the small baby had already undergone intense and life-saving medical treatments to fight for her survival. Although she overcame the illness, the aggressive medical interventions during infancy affected her physical development. As she entered her teenage years, Alexandra still retained a childlike face, a soft voice, and a very small stature compared to others her age. This difference led her to face countless stares, doubts about her age, and even unkind remarks, to the point where she once considered quitting school. However, with the loving support and strong protection of her parents, Alexandra Siang learned to ignore negative comments and proudly embrace her uniqueness. She courageously stepped out of her comfort zone and became a content creator, spreading positive energy to hundreds of thousands of followers. With her ever-present radiant smile, Alexandra Siang continues to share a powerful message. No one is perfect, and true value is never defined by rigid beauty standards. Instead, it shines through courage, confidence, and unconditional self-love. Tanya Lee Davis, a Canadian stand-up comedian with explosive energy, has painted a vibrant and deeply inspiring life story through her own uniqueness. Born with diastrophic dysplasia, which left her standing at only around 1.06 meters tall, Tanya Lee faced countless curious stares and physical limitations from an early age. Yet instead of allowing self-doubt to define her life, she transformed those very barriers into the most powerful material for her success on stage. Tanya Lee Davis is driven by a strong desire to prove that height can never limit talent or the greatness of a human spirit. Entering the highly competitive world of stand-up comedy, often shaped by stereotypes and bias, she uses sharp humor, charm, and confidence to break down every expectation placed upon her. She fearlessly brings her everyday experiences, including her mobility scooter and the realities of living with a disability, onto the stage, turning challenges into laughter filled with meaningful messages. Her relentless dedication has taken Tanya Lee Davis to some of the most prestigious comedy stages in the world, from North America to the United Kingdom, with standout appearances on hit television shows such as Live at the Apollo and The John Bishop Show. Beyond being a performer who brings joy to audiences, Tanya Lee Davis is also a passionate social activist. She actively uses her platform to speak out against bullying, fight for equality, and demand fair accessibility in public infrastructure and transportation for people with physical disabilities. Even when facing insensitive situations or discrimination in public, Tanya Lee Davis has never bowed down. Instead, she continues to speak up strongly to protect her own dignity as well as that of her community. Her remarkable journey stands as a proud declaration of courage, a living proof that when we confidently embrace our uniqueness, we can use laughter to break every barrier and inspire millions of people to live a full, limitless life. Afin Ghoul is a young girl from the Sindh region of Pakistan who has become a global symbol of perseverance and faith in the miracles of life. When she was just an 8-month-old infant, a tragic accident severely injured her neck, resulting in her head being permanently tilted at a 90-degree angle. For more than 13 years, she has lived with her head continuously leaning to one side, causing ongoing physical suffering as well as invisible barriers to social integration. Due to difficult family circumstances and a lack of specialized medical facilities in her local area, Afin had to endure this condition for a long period of time. However, she never lost her innocence or her desire to live a normal life. A major turning point in Afin's life came when her story spread widely across international media, drawing the attention of talented doctors and generous philanthropists. With support from the community, she was brought to India to undergo a complex and high-risk surgery to realign her cervical spine. After extensive efforts from the medical team and a long, determined rehabilitation process, Afin was able to hold her head upright for the first time in more than a decade. Images of the young girl smiling brightly while holding her head straight touched millions of hearts, serving as proof that medicine and compassion can come together to create real miracles. The profound lesson from Afin Ghoul's journey lies in patience and the power of empathy. She teaches us that no matter how harsh adversity may be, it cannot extinguish the will to live as long as hope remains. Her story reminds us of the importance of sharing, and helping those who are vulnerable in society. Sometimes, timely support can completely change a person's destiny. Afshin not only overcame physical pain, but also triumphed over prejudice and isolation, becoming an inspiration for younger generations to appreciate life and persevere through the most difficult challenges. Her life is proof that when we remain persistent and the world comes together, no barrier is truly impossible to overcome. Hussein Bisad once held the title of the tallest man in the world, but life has never been easy for him. Born in Somalia with an astonishing height of 2.33 meters, his towering stature was the result of acromegaly. This condition not only made him exceptionally tall, but also gave him one of the largest hands ever recorded, measuring over 25 centimeters. After fleeing the civil war in Somalia, he sought asylum in the UK, only to face loneliness and limited mobility. Today, he requires full-time support. Yet, despite the pain and isolation, his optimistic spirit remains unwavering. Hussein Bisad is not only a record holder for his remarkable height, but also a powerful symbol of compassion, using his voice to defend the dignity of the vulnerable. Despite having a body that challenges physical limits, it is his fiery spirit and kind heart that truly make his name unforgettable. What do you think about the extraordinary willpower and humanity of Hussein Bisad? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like to spread this powerful message, and subscribe today so you won't miss more incredible human journeys. Ashok Shesta, a man from Kathmandu, Nepal, has written a deeply inspiring story of resilience in the face of adversity. From a young age, he lived with neurofibromatosis, a rare congenital condition that caused tumors to continuously grow and cover one side of his face. This complex medical condition not only led to the loss of vision in one eye and created major challenges in communication and eating, but also forced him to endure harsh social stigma and judgment. Despite earning a master's degree and striving to work in the field of education, his physical differences created countless obstacles, even pushing him into a difficult period after major family hardships. However, his life took a brighter turn thanks to the power of global compassion. Through an international fundraising campaign that spread across social media, thousands of kind-hearted people came together to help him travel to the United States in 2018 for a chance at a new beginning. There, Ashok Shesta bravely underwent a series of life-changing reconstructive surgeries that successfully reduced much of the tumor growth. Not only did he regain his health and the ability to communicate more clearly, but he also rediscovered his confidence and smile. His extraordinary journey stands as a powerful testament to the will to survive, proving that boundless compassion can truly create miracles and restore hope for a full and meaningful life. Ching Yu Hang, a resilient boy born in Huangshan City, China, faced an extremely harsh medical challenge from the very beginning of his life. From birth, he was diagnosed with a congenital neurofibroma on his face. By the time he turned 1 in 2011, the tumor had grown to an unusually large size on his nose, creating a serious physical burden for his small body. Yu Hang's heartbreaking story quickly spread through the media and touched the hearts of many. A powerful wave of compassion followed, bringing timely financial support and renewed hope to his family. Thanks to this collective kindness, he gained access to advanced medical care and bravely underwent a successful surgery to remove the tumor. The journey of Ching Yu Hang is not only a testament to the progress of modern medicine, but also a shining example of the extraordinary power of human compassion, helping him step forward into a healthier and more peaceful future. Fei Jianjun, a resilient man from Jilin Province, China, has endured a journey filled with challenges, but also profound human compassion. His life took a difficult turn when an abnormal growth appeared on his nasal region and rapidly expanded, covering part of his face, distorting his vision, and severely obstructing his breathing. This rare medical condition not only affected his physical health, but also created a heavy psychological burden, leaving him deeply self-conscious and often confined to his home to avoid curious stares and misunderstandings from others. At a time when his family was financially exhausted and seemed on the verge of giving up, a miracle of compassion appeared. In 2010, Fei Jianjun's heartbreaking story was widely shared by the media, capturing the attention of a major hospital. Thanks to timely medical intervention, his face was gradually restored, allowing him to improve his health and regain the confidence to move forward. His journey stands as a powerful testament to the will to survive and the extraordinary strength of human compassion, proving that kindness can truly create beautiful miracles in life. The journey of Beatrice Makoka serves as a staggering medical chronicle of the devastation caused by a massive tumor that originated as a small bump and eventually swallowed the entire face of this Kenyan woman, stripping away her ability to breathe. Her reconstructive surgery, lasting many hours, was not only a surgical miracle, but also a powerful testament to the extraordinary progress of modern medicine in restoring human form. This is a profound educational lesson in the will to live, proving that the light of science can push back the darkness of the harshest biological deformities to create miraculous new beginnings. Have we ever wondered if a stormy beginning can stop someone from reaching freedom? The story of the Colombian girl, Lady Ardila, is a beautiful film that provides an inspiring answer. Lady's childhood was met with harsh challenges when she was diagnosed with a rare condition called osteodystrophy after undergoing heart surgery shortly after birth. This condition caused fibrous tissue to abnormally replace her real bone structure, significantly altering her appearance. At one point, doctors predicted sorrowfully that she would never be able to walk, face the risk of losing one of her legs, and barely make it to her 12th birthday. However, fate bowed down to Lady's fierce will to live. With relentless determination, she not only learned to walk on her own 2 feet, but also triumphed over the fragile boundary between life and death to grow and thrive. Now, as a talented graphic designer, Lady courageously steps into the spotlight on social media, turning her story into a beacon of self-love. Lady Ardila's journey of turning the odds around is a brilliant testament that when we embrace our differences, we can proudly create a life that is meaningful and complete. And that brings us to the end of today's incredible video. After seeing all these unbelievable cases, one question remains. What does it truly mean to be normal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more shocking and fascinating real-life stories like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Every baby is born with a unique story, but some cases are so extraordinary that even experienced doctors and their own families are left in complete shock. From rare physical traits to unexpected survival journeys, these children make us wonder, Could life sometimes hold mysteries far beyond what we understand? In today's video, we will explore 10 extraordinary babies who left even their parents speechless. Each story carries unforgettable emotions and will surely keep you watching until the end. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming stories. Now, let's begin. Instead of having soft, smooth hair like other children his age, Lachlan Samples has a striking, fluffy, cloud-like head of bright yellow-white hair that stands upright and cannot be combed flat. He was born with a completely normal appearance, but by the age of 6 months, his hair began to change in a truly surprising way. At first, his family thought it was simply a cute, natural trait, until concerns from the online community encouraged them to seek more in-depth medical examinations. The official diagnosis confirmed that the boy has a condition known as uncombable hair syndrome, an extremely rare genetic mutation worldwide that causes hair strands to have a triangular shape instead of the normal round structure. Faced with this unique medical condition, Lachlan's parents did not feel worried or try to hide their son's difference with hats or harsh hair straightening methods. Instead, they chose a loving approach, turning it into an opportunity to raise public awareness by openly sharing authentic, everyday moments of their son on social media platforms. Without the need for staged or elaborate setups, it was Lachlan's natural innocence, bright smile, and extraordinary fluffy hair that quickly captured millions of hearts around the world. His presence has gone far beyond simply spreading awareness about a rare medical condition, as it has also created a safe and supportive space for families in similar situations. Throughout his growing years, Lachlan has become a living symbol of confidence, helping many people let go of rigid beauty standards and take pride in their uniqueness. His journey strongly affirms that any natural difference can become something truly radiant when it is nurtured in an environment filled with empathy and courage. A smile is often seen as a symbol of joy, but for little Isla Summer Muka, it has also been a unique mark she carried from the moment she was born. Born in Australia, Isla has a very rare condition known as bilateral macrostomia, where the tissues at the corners of the mouth do not fully join during pregnancy, resulting in a wider than usual smile. At first, her distinctive appearance brought her parents moments of uncertainty and concern about the future, and the curious attention from society. However, instead of choosing to hide it, they decided to create online platforms to openly share their daughter's real-life journey with the world. Surprisingly, Ayla's constant smile quickly captured the hearts of millions worldwide, turning her into a little angel who radiates positivity and warmth. Their shared moments not only helped raise awareness about a rare medical condition, but also created a space filled with kindness and acceptance. Although Isla may later require medical care to support normal functions, such as nutrition and facial development, her early journey continues to shine brightly. Her joyful smile delivers a powerful message. Every child is born with a unique kind of beauty, and it is the unconditional love of family that transforms differences into something to be celebrated around the world. The birth of a baby in Magura, Bangladesh once drew special attention from the global medical community due to his very unusual appearance. Born with the rare condition known as progeria, which causes the body to age at an accelerated rate, The newborn displayed features typically seen in much older individuals, such as wrinkled skin, deep-set eyes, and a small stature. His family embraced him with unconditional love, setting aside any initial shock to cherish every moment of their child's presence in their lives. The journey of the Magura child has not only provided valuable insights for medical research into complex genetic disorders, but has also touched the hearts of millions around the world. His story stands as a powerful reminder that every life, regardless of appearance or condition, deserves to be embraced with compassion, understanding, and the warmth of family love. The powerful appeal of the internet sometimes comes from the most natural and simple things, just like how a tiny Japanese baby girl managed to capture the hearts of millions around the world with an irresistibly adorable birth trait. Born in late 2017, the baby girl known as Chanko immediately astonished doctors and her family by having unusually thick, jet black, and voluminous hair, something rarely seen in a newborn. Instead of gradually shedding hair like the typical growth cycle of young children, Chanko's hair continued to grow and expand powerfully, forming what looked like a miniature lion's mane full of life. Fascinated by her daughter's unusually adorable appearance, her mother decided to create a visual diary on social media to document her daily growth. No one could have expected that simple, everyday photos, showing the little girl sleeping peacefully or playing with her voluminous standing hair, would turn her account into a viral sensation that quickly took the internet by storm. Chanko's unmatched cuteness not only attracted a massive global following, but also caught the attention of leading beauty and hair care brands. By the time she turned 1 year old, she made history by officially becoming a child model for a worldwide advertising campaign by a renowned Japanese hair care company, standing alongside other notable figures to celebrate the beauty of diversity. Through Chanko's radiant images, the campaign delivered a powerful and meaningful message. We should always cherish and proudly embrace the unique, natural traits of every individual from a young age. Even to this day, the presence of this cloud-haired baby on social media continues to act as a source of positive energy and emotional uplift, proving that every magical difference created by nature carries the power to connect people and spread endless joy to the world around us. Do you love Chanko's unique hair? Leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. The birth of an Indonesian baby boy, Gilang Andika, once drew global medical attention due to an extremely rare congenital condition. Born with 2 faces on a single body as a result of a complex embryonic division, his existence was considered a unique medical phenomenon that challenged conventional understanding. Although he faced immense survival challenges from the very beginning and was unable to live a normal lifespan like most people, Gilang's brief journey still carried a gentle and touching light. He was always surrounded by the full love and protection of his family, who cared for him with deep compassion and unconditional devotion. His presence not only provided valuable insights for medical research into genetic disorders, but also left a profoundly emotional reminder of the sacred bond of family love. Even though his time on Earth was tragically short, Gilang's story remains a powerful testament that every life, regardless of form, deserves to be embraced and deeply valued. Born with an extremely complex and mysterious medical condition, so rare that specialists sometimes refer to it by her name, Katie Renfro's journey of growing up is a deeply emotional story of extraordinary resilience. From the very first days of life, Katie had to face a highly uncommon developmental disorder that caused abnormal enlargement of her facial structure and brain. Doctors once gave very cautious and uncertain predictions about her life expectancy, yet through what can only be described as a remarkable will to survive, she defied all medical expectations and continued to grow stronger over time. Katie's life has been closely tied to a series of complex medical surgeries aimed at controlling seizures and maintaining basic bodily functions, requiring extraordinary resilience from such a fragile body. Yet behind these severe physical challenges lies a world filled with unconditional love from her family, especially her mother, who has always been by her side, caring for and protecting her through every storm. For her family, Katie's peaceful smile and presence each day remain an invaluable gift of life itself. Although she cannot communicate or live like other children, her existence carries a profound awakening power, inspiring the medical community to continue researching rare and previously unrecorded conditions. Katie Renfro's story is not only a source of inspiration about perseverance and the will to survive, but also a powerful reminder that family love is the safest refuge, one that embraces all differences and helps create moments of quiet miracles in everyday life. The birth of Xiao Hui Kong in Hunan Province is a deeply moving journey of overcoming adversity. Born with an extremely rare transverse facial cleft, his unique facial structure often led people to describe him as having what looked like a natural, mask-like appearance. Despite facing significant physical challenges from an early age, Hui Kong has always received unconditional love from his family, who have worked tirelessly to seek opportunities for reconstructive surgery. With the support of the community and medical specialists, he has undergone complex surgical procedures to improve both his appearance and essential daily functions. Hui Kong's story stands as a powerful testament to resilience and the strength of human compassion, helping him gain more confidence on his path toward integration into everyday life. The medical world once recorded an astonishing story of survival and resilience in the name of Jackson Buell, a baby who redefined the meaning of life's miracle from the moment he was born. Born in Florida, USA, Jackson was diagnosed with a rare condition called microhydranencephaly, which caused his brain and skull to not fully develop in the typical way. Even during pregnancy, doctors gave extremely cautious predictions, believing that he would unlikely be able to survive after birth. However, defying the harshest medical predictions, Jackson cried as he entered the world and began a remarkable journey of resilience that lasted for many years, becoming a source of inspiration for millions around the globe. Rather than falling into despair, his parents chose to embrace their child as a precious gift from nature and committed themselves to providing him with a life filled with unconditional love. Nicknamed Strong, Jackson gradually demonstrated the power of survival, not only living far beyond expectations, but also learning to respond in basic ways, smile, and recognize the voices of his loved ones. For his family, every single day became a meaningful victory against physical limitations. His story extended far beyond his household, spreading widely across social media platforms, where his parents often shared deeply emotional moments from their daily life. In doing so, they built a compassionate community that helped raise awareness about rare medical conditions and highlighted the value of every human life, regardless of physical differences. Although Jackson's journey came to an end at the age of 5 due to natural medical complications, the impact he left behind remains profound. His presence in the world encouraged medical researchers to explore the mysteries of the human brain more deeply, and served as a powerful reminder that family love is one of the greatest sources of hope and healing. Jackson Buell's story is not only a remarkable medical case, but also an inspiring tale of courage that teaches us the invaluable lesson of cherishing every breath and the enduring power of belief in real-life miracles. His journey reminds us that every moment of life holds sacred value, and even in the most challenging circumstances, a family's love and unwavering hope can create extraordinary strength and meaning. Did Jackson Buell's story make you believe more in the power of hope and love? Leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help share more inspiring stories like this. Ever Hisco is a young girl from Canada who has inspired the international community through her optimistic journey despite living with the rare Angelman Syndrome. From an early age, Ever's parents noticed something truly unique about their daughter, as she seemed to possess endless energy, rarely slept, and always maintained a bright, radiant smile. Although the condition creates challenges in speech and motor development, it is also associated with a personality filled with pure joy, happiness, and an incredibly cheerful spirit. Instead of choosing to remain private or hidden, Ever's family bravely decided to share her everyday moments in order to raise awareness about her rare medical condition. The image of the little angel with her constant, radiant smile quickly became a symbol of resilience, touching the hearts of thousands of people around the world. Her story extends beyond a personal journey, becoming a bridge that connects many families facing similar circumstances, offering them empathy, support, and hope throughout their own struggles. Although she has undergone numerous medical treatments and continues to face ongoing challenges in her development, Ever's presence consistently radiates a unique sense of positivity and healing energy. She stands as a living reminder that unconditional love and an optimistic spirit can help people overcome what once seemed impossible. Ever Hisco's journey is a gentle yet powerful message about the importance of joy in life, affirming that every individual, regardless of differences, carries a unique beauty and is truly worthy of being valued and cherished. Born with a very rare medical condition known as Cloves syndrome, young Madison Gatlin from Florida began her life journey facing significant physical challenges. From birth, this unique genetic mutation caused abnormal overgrowth of lymphatic vessels in her upper body and arms, leading to excessive fluid buildup and severe swelling. This distinctive condition made it extremely difficult for Madison to perform basic movements and daily activities, as the upper part of her body became much heavier compared to other children her age. However, behind these physical limitations lies an extraordinary will to survive and a spirit full of innocence and joy. Rather than giving in to adversity, Madison's family stood firmly by her side, supporting her through a long and hopeful medical journey. Through multiple complex treatments aimed at draining excess fluid and reducing affected areas, the brave little girl gradually regained mobility and significantly improved her quality of life. What has inspired millions around the world the most is Madison's unwavering optimism. Despite all physical barriers and daily difficulties, she continues to smile brightly, eager to explore the world around her and enjoy her childhood in the unconditional love of her parents. Her image as a courageous young fighter overcoming a rare condition has become a powerful source of inspiration, proving that the greatest strength of all lies in resilience and a deep appreciation for life, no matter the circumstances. Life always holds the most incredible miracles, and the journey of baby Vanelopey Hope Wilkins into this world is a shining example of that truth. Even before birth, Vanelopey was diagnosed with an extremely rare congenital condition in which her tiny heart developed outside her chest. Faced with fragile predictions and immense medical challenges, her parents held on to unwavering hope and made the courageous decision to give their daughter a chance at life under the sun. Her fight for survival began the moment she was born in the United Kingdom, supported by a highly skilled team of medical professionals. Through a series of extremely complex surgeries requiring absolute precision to protect and reposition her heart into a safe location, the tiny life showed astonishing resilience. She defied overwhelming odds and made history as one of the rare survivors of this life-threatening condition. Vanellope's recovery journey was long and demanding, yet constantly strengthened by the boundless love of her family. Her extraordinary survival story is not only a medical miracle, but also a powerful symbol of unbreakable willpower, shining like a beacon of hope and giving strength to countless people facing adversity around the world. Life always contains miraculous wonders, and the journey of little Zoe Lush growing up is a vivid testament to the extraordinary strength hidden within an incredibly fragile body. Born with osteogenesis imperfecta, a rare and complex genetic disorder that prevents the bones from developing normally, Zoe's body is so fragile that fractures can occur even from the lightest everyday activities. Even while still in her mother's womb and during birth, she had already suffered multiple injuries to her tiny skeletal structure. Medical experts once gave extremely cautious predictions about her chances of survival during the early years of life. But through a remarkable miracle of determination and willpower, Zoe managed to hold on to life and embark on an incredibly resilient journey. This little angel's life has been closely connected to numerous specialized medical interventions, including complex surgeries with metal rod implants to strengthen the structure of her legs, laying the foundation for her potential ability to move more freely in the future. Despite facing immense physical challenges and long, demanding rehabilitation sessions, Zoe's bright smile and sparkling eyes of optimism have never faded. Throughout her journey of growing up, she has always been surrounded by the unconditional love of her family, who have overcome all emotional barriers to create a safe and joyful environment for their daughter. Rather than allowing her medical condition to restrict her life, Zoe has always longed to experience the world as fully as possible. She enjoys playing, creating art, and freely exploring everything around her with the boundless curiosity of childhood, turning severe physical limitations into fuel that forges her unbreakable spirit. Zoe Lush's remarkable journey not only provides a realistic insight into the harsh reality of brittle bone disease, but also shines as a beacon of hope for thousands of families facing similar circumstances. Her incredible story stands as a powerful reminder that even when nature gives a fragile body, the sacred love of family and limitless courage can nurture an unbreakable soul, one that rises brightly to embrace every precious moment of life. Did this child's story inspire you? Leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support and share more powerful journeys like this. The life journey of Manpreet Singh, born in 1995 in India, is a deeply unique story of love that transcends physical limitations. From the very beginning of his life, before he could take his first steps or speak his first words, Manpreet's physical development came to a complete halt due to an extremely rare congenital medical condition. Despite carrying the appearance of a small child, he became a source of joy and comfort for his family and the surrounding community. Unable to communicate through conventional language, Manpreet connects with the world around him through innocent expressions, pure eyes, and a radiant smile. In his hometown, he has always been surrounded by protection, respect, and unconditional love from kind-hearted villagers who have supported him in his daily life. Despite facing significant biological challenges and limitations in everyday activities, Manpreet Singh's life has become a meaningful portrait of compassion and human connection, highlighting the deep bonds that can exist between people beyond words and physical conditions. His pure heart and peaceful energy have become a symbol of empathy, gently spreading trust and love to those around him. Manpreet's story strongly affirms that the true value of a human being does not lie in physical ability, but in the capacity to bring love, warmth, and compassion into the world. The birth of an unnamed baby boy in Dumri Isri town, India, with 4 arms and 4 legs due to an incomplete twin formation, sparked a powerful spiritual wave. Rather than being viewed purely through a medical lens, many in the devout local community believe he is an embodiment of the revered Lord Ganesha. His presence has inspired faith and unity, transforming a rare medical condition into a symbol of blessing. This marks the beginning of an extraordinary journey where difference is embraced through devotion and compassion, raising hope for a harmony between science and local belief systems. Born in Florida with a large congenital melanocytic nevus covering much of her face, Luna Fenner began her life journey with a very distinctive appearance that the online community affectionately nicknamed the Batman mask. Rather than allowing worries about the future or curious stares to hold her back, Luna's mother made the determined decision to seek the most advanced medical treatments available to protect her daughter's health and help her grow up with confidence. Their journey of thousands of miles led them to Russia, where they accessed modern photodynamic therapy, a less invasive option compared to traditional treatments. Through multiple challenging and persistent sessions, the dark pigmented areas gradually gave way to healthier skin, marking a remarkable transformation both physically and emotionally. On social media, Luna's images became more than just a record of physical change. They evolved into a powerful symbol of courage and unconditional love. With her natural innocence and ever-present bright smile, she has boldly challenged rigid standards of beauty while spreading a strong message of acceptance and anti-bullying toward children with unique appearances. Luna Fenner's journey is a beautiful story of parental sacrifice and extraordinary resilience, proving that with love and support, even congenital challenges can become a source of strength and inspiration. Each step of her recovery not only brings hope to her family, but also uplifts thousands of others around the world, reaffirming the timeless value of empathy and human kindness. And as we reach the end of today's journey, it's truly amazing to reflect on how extraordinary and unpredictable life can be from the very first moments of birth. Each story we explored reminds us that behind every small face lies a unique journey filled with wonder, emotion, and sometimes the unexpected. If you enjoyed these incredible stories, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more fascinating content like this. Your support helps us bring more unbelievable stories to light. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Some people spend their lives trying to blend into the crowd, but others are born in a way that makes it impossible to ever be normal. Not everyone feels comfortable being stared at, especially under curious or judgmental eyes. Yet from another perspective, there are those who choose to step out of their comfort zone and turn their differences into what makes them stand out. And sometimes, creation itself feels unbelievable, because there are people who exist that seem like they belong only in movies or imagination. In this video, you'll meet 15 individuals who are so unique they seem almost unreal. Stories that will make you question whether what you're seeing is actually true. Each person is a world of their own, a different journey that is both surprising and deeply inspiring in ways you wouldn't expect. Are you ready to explore? Hit like now and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the fascinating, unusual, and emotional stories waiting ahead. Nathaniel was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare condition that causes the bones and tissues of the face to develop abnormally. From birth, he was missing cheekbones, eye sockets, and ears, requiring dozens of surgeries just to be able to breathe, eat, and hear. Instead of hiding from the world's gaze, the Newman family chose to face it with courage, helping Nathaniel understand that a person's value lies in their spirit, not in outward appearance. Nathaniel's school life was a journey filled with challenges, but also deep inspiration. He was once isolated by his peers, but through his intelligence and sense of humor, Nathaniel gradually found ways to connect with others. His story later became the inspiration for the famous book, Wonder, helping millions of children around the world learn to accept differences and practice kindness in their everyday lives. Now mature and full of confidence, Nathaniel has become a voice representing people with different appearances. He proves that understanding and family love can help someone overcome even the harshest barriers to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. If you were in Nathaniel's situation, what do you think would give you the greatest strength? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us in continuing to spread these incredible stories of resilience. Time seemed to play a cruel trick on Yernar Alabekhov's body, as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome caused his skin to age prematurely, giving him the face of an old man, despite being only a young boy. Instead of letting their son sink into insecurity, his family resiliently entered a grueling medical battle, pursuing reconstructive surgeries to reclaim his confidence and original appearance. Yerinar's journey is not just an effort to change his look, but a living testament to the power of family bonds, helping him stand firm against prejudice to write a more brilliant chapter of his life through his own powerful will. The nightmare known as a large vascular hemangioma not only devastated her face, but also once pushed a life to the brink of death when her airway became completely blocked. Every breath, normally effortless, turned into a brutal struggle, making her existence dangerously fragile as the uncontrolled growth of the tumor continued to spread. In a moment when hope was fading and darkness seemed overwhelming, a miracle emerged through cross-border connections, opening a final chance for survival for a heart still desperately fighting to live. The successful major surgery was not only a medical miracle, but also a shining symbol of compassion and timely international support. Thanks to skilled hands and generous hearts, the dangerous tumor was removed, restoring the freedom of breath and bringing a renewed sense of hope. This story is a powerful reminder that when the world comes together, no adversity is insurmountable, and every life deserves another chance to continue writing its own remarkable chapter. Lê Trung Tuan, born and raised in a rural area of Thanh Hoa, is a powerful example of an unbreakable will to survive and the remarkable strength of humanitarian medicine. Once a bright and cheerful boy, his life suddenly took a different turn at the age of 11, when a rare tumor began to appear on his face and continued to grow without stopping. Over time, the tumor expanded significantly, affecting his vision and hearing, and making even the most basic daily activities an immense challenge. At the age of 14, his body had become severely weakened, weighing just over 20 kilograms. Yet his desire to live and contribute never faded from his determined eyes. A miracle came in 2013 through the connection of compassionate individuals, when Tuan was received by Professor McKay McKinnon and a dedicated medical team at Vinmec International General Hospital. After a complex surgery lasting many hours, the doctors worked tirelessly to successfully remove the massive tumor while ensuring absolute safety for his brain. Thanks to dedicated care, subsequent reconstructive surgeries, and Tuan's extraordinary efforts in recovery, he courageously overcame adversity and gradually regained his health and confidence. From a frail teenager who once faced many disadvantages, he has now grown into a healthy adult and proudly built a happy family life. Tuan's remarkable journey of recovery is not only a milestone in modern medicine, but also a profound lesson about resilience, courage, and the boundless compassion of the community. The life journey of Stefan Zolik, a courageous man from Slovakia, stands as a powerful testament to patience and the desire to rise above adversity. For more than 10 years, his peaceful life was challenged when a benign fatty tumor gradually developed on his face, eventually reaching a weight of 6 kilograms. This medical condition not only made everyday activities difficult, but also created a psychological barrier that caused him to slowly withdraw from the community around him. However, his determination to return to a normal life never faded. A turning point came in 2014 when he underwent a complex 5-hour surgery performed by dedicated medical specialists. The procedure was a complete success, fully removing the tumor and opening a new, brighter chapter in his life, allowing him to regain his confidence and his smile alongside his family. What do you think helped Stefan overcome adversity? Willpower or medicine? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories. At the peak of her rising career, Crystal Marshall was suddenly confronted with the harsh verdict of cancer, forcing her to step away from the spotlight and enter a brutal fight for survival. The darkness of illness seemed ready to consume every dream she had, transforming a promising artist into a solitary fighter in a hospital room, enduring waves of chemotherapy that slowly drained her strength. This was not only a battle against malignant cells, but also a brutal test of willpower, raising the question of whether artistic passion could be strong enough to revive a body slowly being worn down by fate. Enduring unbearable pain, Crystal defied the odds and achieved a remarkable triumph over death itself, eventually returning to the screen with a renewed mindset, stronger, bolder, and more radiant than ever. Her comeback was not just the return of an actress, but a powerful symbol of unbreakable resilience and unwavering faith in the value of life. Crystal Marshall's story serves as a powerful reminder that adversity is often just a stepping stone to greater achievements, inspiring anyone who feels lost to believe that as long as the heart still beats and passion still burns, we can completely rewrite our destiny. Born with a severely incomplete facial structure and serious bone deformities that made it impossible for him to see or speak, Yahya El-Jabali once had to live completely isolated from the world, his face covered in layers of bandages. However, fate took a turn when a medical miracle emerged through an intricate reconstructive surgery lasting dozens of hours, which helped rebuild the structure of his face and gave the boy a new appearance filled with hope. Yahya's story is not only a remarkable triumph of modern medicine, but also an enduring symbol of cross-border compassion, a powerful testament that love and perseverance can heal what once seemed beyond repair, transforming a life once filled with darkness into a journey illuminated by hope and faith. Claudia Amaral from Portugal is a powerful source of inspiration for optimism and the desire to live life to the fullest. From a young age, she was diagnosed with a rare condition called progeria, which causes the biological clock and aging process to progress up to 7 times faster than normal. Despite initial medical predictions that she would unlikely survive past her teenage years, Claudia has proven her extraordinary vitality by boldly stepping into her 20s with a heart full of passion. Rather than allowing her health condition to define her life, she chose to live positively and actively overcome physical barriers with remarkable resilience. Throughout her journey, Claudia has always been surrounded by unconditional love from her family and understanding from her friends. She often shares that she has never felt isolated or different, as those around her have always treated her with respect and fairness. Claudia's strong spirit and radiant smile not only empower her to rise above challenges, but also spread a deeply human message. Her extraordinary story powerfully affirms that human value is not defined by physical limitations, but shines through unwavering determination and a love for life. The cold X-ray images revealed a harsh curve, which doctors described as a fate butterfly would have to carry for life. With severe spinal curvature, every step once felt like a tiring negotiation with pain, and even breathing seemed constrained by her misaligned frame. Yet instead of collapsing under the weight of adversity, she chose to face her condition directly, seeing it not as a lifelong sentence, but as a demanding test of her inner strength and resilience. The sound of iron clashing in the gym became the most powerful anthem in Butterfly's dramatic journey of rebirth. She did not turn to weights to build a flawless body by conventional standards, but rather as tools to reshape a will that had once been shaken. Every attempt to complete a difficult movement was a statement that, even if the body's structure could never be perfectly straight, her spirit must always stand tall like an arrow shooting forward, transforming sweat and tears into healing for every insecurity. Stepping beyond the limits of a gym, Butterfly now appears as a fitness trainer, redefining the very concept of perfection. She doesn't just teach her clients how to lift weights, she teaches them how to elevate their lives from the ruins of doubt and insecurity. Looking at Butterfly, people no longer see someone with scoliosis. They see a symbol of extraordinary resilience, a powerful reminder that when you refuse to surrender to fate, pain gives way to the most incredible transformations. Moeen Junaidi, a young boy from the state of Karnataka, India, is a shining example of resilience and the desire to reach new heights. From an early age, Moeen has lived with a rare condition called brittle bone disease, which makes his bones extremely fragile. This condition has forced him to endure hundreds of injuries throughout his life and has taken away his ability to stand upright or use his hands normally. It seemed as though these severe physical challenges would silence all his dreams. But Moeen found endless passion and true freedom in the water. With strong determination, relentless training, and the devoted support of his family, the young boy has grown into a skilled swimmer. All limitations seem to disappear when he enters the pool, where he proudly showcases his talent and has earned numerous medals in competitive events. Moeen Junaidy's remarkable journey not only brings great pride to his hometown, but also delivers a powerful lesson about courage, perseverance, and the unbreakable will to never surrender to adversity. Hit like and subscribe today to stay tuned for more incredible stories of resilience. When speaking of the brightest shining stars in the arts and social activism in the United Kingdom, it is impossible not to mention Liz Carr, a woman who carries an endless source of energy and an unbreakable will that rises above all limitations. Born in 1972, Liz was diagnosed with a congenital condition affecting her joints and muscles, which led her to use a wheelchair from the age of 7. However, instead of letting mobility barriers define her life, she turned her difference into a powerful foundation to rise above challenges and transform them into motivation for self-affirmation. With her natural talent and remarkable charm, Liz Carr confidently entered the entertainment industry, beginning her career in the world of stand-up comedy. Through her humor, sharp intelligence, and radiant confidence, she quickly broke down stereotypes, proving that true artistic talent is never limited by appearance or physical condition. The peak of her acting career was marked by her role as forensic expert Clarissa Mullery in the hit television series Silent Witness, a long-running character that left a lasting impression on millions of viewers worldwide, alongside other major international projects. Beyond the bright spotlight of the entertainment industry, Liz Carr is also widely recognized as a deeply committed and courageous social activist. She has devoted her heart and energy to continuously advocating for equality, raising a powerful voice to protect the rights and dignity of people with disabilities. Through impactful media campaigns, she consistently emphasizes that every individual, regardless of their physical form or circumstances, deserves respect, equal opportunities, and the right to live a full and meaningful life. Liz Carr's extraordinary journey is a powerful testament to optimism, determination, and courage, shining as a guiding light that inspires and empowers millions of people around the world to overcome their own limitations. The journey of Ugur Akar, a resilient young man from Turkey, stepping out of the darkness, is a beautiful epic of rebirth and the extraordinary miracles of modern medicine. At just 40 days old, a tragic fire accident at his home in Antalya severely affected the entire appearance of baby Ugur, leaving him with extremely serious injuries. Throughout his childhood and teenage years, this severe medical condition not only made daily life extremely difficult, but also created major barriers, depriving him of the opportunity to attend school and work like others. However, deep within that hardship lay an unbreakable will to survive and an unwavering desire to be accepted and integrated into society. A true miracle arrived in January 2012, when the 19-year-old entered the operating room at Akdeniz University Hospital to undergo Turkey's first-ever full-face transplant surgery. Under the skilled hands of Professor Ömer Özkan and a dedicated team of medical professionals, the complex surgery was carried out successfully, giving Ugur an entirely new face. The day he saw his reflection in the mirror, he was overwhelmed with emotion and described his life as stepping out of complete darkness into radiant light. From that historic moment onward, his life began a completely new and brighter chapter. Not only did Uğur regain his confidence and reintegrate into society with pride, but he also worked hard to complete his interrupted education, secured a stable job, and continued to nurture ambitious dreams for his future. Uğur Açar's remarkable story of rebirth not only marks a golden milestone in the field of medicine, but also stands as a guiding light of hope, an endless source of inspiration about resilience, the power of hope, and the profound human value of compassion and love shared across the world. The burden of 110 kilograms was not just a clinical number, but the entire weight of a cruel fate that young Jianbin carried on his body for many years due to neurofibromatosis. What began as a small sign at birth gradually developed into a rare medical condition that grew uncontrollably, becoming a massive barrier that took away his ability to move and forced the man from China to remain confined to a hospital bed. Every basic daily activity turned into an immense struggle, yet Yang's will to live never faded. A true miracle arrived in 2014 when he was admitted to the care of a dedicated medical team in Beijing. After a complex 16-hour major surgery, the doctors successfully removed the massive tumor, restoring his freedom. Thanks to a smooth recovery process, young Jianbin was able to completely shed his physical burden and proudly begin a new life. His remarkable journey stands as a shining testament to humanitarian medical miracles and the enduring strength of the human spirit in overcoming all adversity. Time for Josiah Vieira did not flow in the usual long span of years, but rather in a brutal race against an unforgiving biological clock from the moment he was born. Living with progeria, a condition that causes rapid aging, his body was forced into an accelerated process of decline, making a 14-year-old boy carry the physical burdens of an elderly man. Yet instead of letting fragile bones define his limits, Josiah chose to live a compressed life, one where every heartbeat burned with the desire to contribute, to experience, and to cherish every precious moment. The baseball field became the place where he redefined what it truly means to be a warrior, not through physical strength, but through an unbreakable will that could not be shaken. With a deep, burning love for sports, he became the heart and enduring source of inspiration for the State College Spikes, teaching professional athletes a powerful lesson about courage in the face of adversity. Although Josiah's journey ended at the age of 14, the flame of resilience he ignited remains a lasting reminder that a person's worth is not measured by the length of their years, but by the depth of love, courage, and strength they leave behind in the world. What does Josiah's story make you feel about the true value of life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread more inspiring journeys like this. Alex Connerty, a young man from the United Kingdom, stands as a radiant symbol of resilience and extraordinary strength. Born with a very rare genetic condition that directly affected his physical development, Alex had a significantly smaller stature compared to his peers. However, his unique appearance never became a barrier to living a full and meaningful life. With a bright smile and an astonishingly positive spirit, Alex not only faced daily challenges with courage, but also became a powerful source of inspiration for countless people. The immense love of his family led his parents to establish the humanitarian organization Walking with Giants in 2008. It became a strong bridge of support, sharing knowledge and connecting families facing similar conditions around the world. Although his life journey came to an end at the age of 19, the legacy Alex left behind continues to hold timeless value. His story, a small boy with a giant heart, ignited a flame of compassion, empathy, and determination, proving that physical size can never define the true greatness of a human soul. Tridante Bias, better known by his stage name Trinub, is a motivational speaker and content creator from the United States who inspires millions with his powerful life story. Born without both arms and one leg, he has never allowed his physical condition to limit his ambitions or define his future. Instead, he transformed adversity into motivation, discovering a deep passion for performance arts, music, and comedy. With confidence, a radiant sense of humor, and unwavering determination, Tridante not only lives independently in his daily life, but also shines brightly across social media platforms. His extraordinary journey delivers a profound lesson in optimism, clearly proving that relentless effort and a love for life can empower anyone to rise above any challenge with pride. Olivia Chicon, a brave young girl from California, USA, is a remarkable symbol of resilience and the will to thrive. Before she was even born, she was diagnosed with a rare congenital lymphatic condition that caused a large swelling on the right side of her face and neck. Despite receiving extremely pessimistic medical predictions about her chances of survival, Olivia defied the odds and proved them wrong, proudly becoming a true miracle child. Surrounded by the devoted care and unconditional love of her parents, she continues to grow, happily exploring the world with a radiant smile and an astonishingly positive spirit. Olivia's courageous journey not only brings immense pride to her family, but also delivers a powerful humanitarian message, proving that strong willpower and the unbreakable strength of love can help a person overcome even the most difficult challenges. Few people are brave enough to love a body covered in wounds resembling burns, but Yokova Bellard is a stunning exception. At age 23, instead of enjoying her brightest years, this young woman from Louisiana had to call the emergency room home due to the fierce devastation of systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE. This is a particularly dangerous form of autoimmune disease, where the immune system loses control and attacks healthy tissues, causing Yokova to lose 50 pounds, 22.7 kilograms, in just 10 days and fall into life-threatening kidney failure. The true turning point occurred when Yokova decided not to let the disease define her, choosing instead to transform her pain into a powerful source of inspiration. By publicly sharing her battle on social media, she shattered traditional beauty standards to become a passionate model, embracing the distinctive blistering on her skin. Yokova's story not only raises public awareness about lupus, but serves as a hymn of hope, urging us to cherish our unique value and maintain a vibrant will to live even in the darkest moments. A devastating fire that broke out just before her second birthday pushed Marina Bogdanova into a brutal life-or-death battle, leaving her with deep burns over 65% of her body and 2 long months in a state of unconsciousness. While doctors once gave hopeless predictions about her chances of surviving even the night, Marina created a medical miracle through an extraordinary will to live, rising from the ashes with incredible resilience. This tragic event was not just an accident, but the dramatic opening chapter of a miraculous journey of recovery, one that stands as a powerful testament to the hidden strength of the human spirit in the face of the harshest adversity. Now Marina chooses not to hide her past, but instead confidently transforms her scars into medals of honor, proudly sharing them on social media as a statement of self-acceptance and self-worth. For her, every mark on her skin tells a story of survival, growth, and identity, challenging narrow standards of conventional beauty. Her journey from a fire victim to a powerful symbol of inspiration has ignited hope in millions, delivering a strong message. Never let your pain define who you are. Let the way you rise from it define your